Okay, hello everyone. Had a quick suggestion from someone to make a video regarding importing objects into your map from another map. So I'm just going to do this quickly. It's a very short little video clip, this one. It's relatively easy, but it's got to be done correctly or it doesn't work, and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So first of all, in your folder you've got my new map, the map we've been working on through all the tutorials, and you've got all your folders inside. That's the main map folder. We don't need that just now. What we're going to do is, in new models here, we're going to import a new set of buildings. I'm going to do one correctly and one, if I can manage it, I'm going to do one not correctly as well to show you the difference. So what we're going to do is import from another map. The map I'm going to use to import from is actually another one of mine. It's called production map at the moment. It's very new, just using that for experimentation now and again. It's not actually a main map. As you can see, the map file, it's only 12 meg, so not much been done. But what I do have in this map is a couple of buildings which I've been experimenting with. Now this folder here is obviously in my mods folder. This could actually be anywhere. A map you've downloaded from a website somewhere, or a map somebody's given you, or anything. This could be the internal files and folders of any map, and it could be from any location. It just happens to be in my mods folder as well. Now, before I go any further, if you're going to take models out of another map to put into yours, like for example these two sheds here, that's what I'm going to use as this example, you really must, particularly if you're going to be using this, producing this and letting other people download it or using it online, you must get permission from the original owners, or check in their map or their buildings in their file, and they may say just give credits to them. So make sure you do that. You must always get permission or give credits where credits are due, because a lot of people spend a lot of time making these mods and they're not very happy if people just go ahead and copy them and nothing's said. So these sheds here we're going to transfer over into my new map, which is the one on the left hand side. Simplest way to do it, and I'll do it the correct way, is highlight the one of them, right click and drag simply over to the other folder and copy it. If you just move it, then you would lose it from this map as well, so you just copy it over. Now these sheds, I'll open that up, you'll see that it's got three DDS files, which are texture files, and this one here, coep, whatever it means, that's a PNG file. That's also, I've checked that and I've had a look at that. It's sort of like a translucent file, and the i3D file for the main shed as well. Now all of these files need to be across in this folder, the shed folder. If you were to just, well, we'll do the example with the other shed. If we take that shed, what we'll do is, for the example, we'll copy this over, but then I'll remove these files. We'll delete them. Just to give you an example in the editor of what happens. So we've moved these files over, the shed medium and shed extra large, over into our new models, shed medium, shed extra large. This one is done correctly because all the texture files are intact along with the i3D file. That must be the case. If these are somewhere else, like in this case the shed extra large, we've only got the one texture file there, the other three are still back in the original folder. So you'll see what happens when we go into the game. So we'll go into my new map, open it in the editor, and remember we put these files in new models, so it should be fairly easy to find them fairly quickly. Let me just resize the editor so that it fits in the screen, and we'll go up and there's a familiar site. So we're going to bring in our new models. You know how to do this. Import new models, there we go, shed medium. Right, I've got, right, that's it. See, even then I was going to bring in from a different map there. That confused me because I was on one of my other maps. So we've got, make sure you're in the right place, my new map, and we've got new models, and there's our two sheds. This one is correct, so we double click on that and you'll see that in this mode the texture files don't show. Click on the i3D file, Control B, and pop it down there, and that's our nice new shed. So we can zoom in a little bit to have a look at the shed, and you can see that's nicely textured. Click on something else to get rid of all the editing lines, and you can see that it's nicely textured shed. That's fine, perfect. And it's even, that's the translucent keyop file. It gives it that windowed look. Now we're going to, along here, we're going to go back into File, Import, this time back to New Models and our shed extra large, who we deliberately didn't bring in all the texture folders. Double click on that. It still looks the same because we've still got the i3D file. Click on that, Control B, and put it alongside, and you can see, lo and behold, it's all white. So it hasn't got all the textures. The only one that's there is the translucent windowed top. So that's how you get these white textures in the game. So to avoid that, remember, we'll just close the editor. To avoid that, make sure that when you're bringing in folders from another map or from anywhere else, make sure that the texture ones stay with the i3D file. Sometimes they may possibly be in a separate folder, which will show in here somewhere, but as long as that folder's there, the i3D file will make a reference to that folder anyway. So keep everything intact. If you bring the i3D file along on its own without these textures, or a folder with textures in it, or any other folders, it will not work. So I hope that's been a benefit to you. If anybody wants a bit more clarification on it, if you're having problems with it, just give me a private message and I'll try and help you. Okay, and I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.